got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Body.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Backman, waiting.
56. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Clean.
36.
Check. Ramp.
Hot.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Switch it. Let's fly two.
Here's Murray. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Shit. Check the backer.
Run.
On 3rd down, Murray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
25, check 25, check 25, check 3. Check safety. Jim,
Black.
watch the twist. Hey, watch this.
On 1st down, Murray. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch 85. Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
Sunday.
Hey, mine's 50. Hey, pick your game up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set. 19. 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Bell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Squeeze, double up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Bell. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single. Watch number 5. Watch number 81. Hey, check.
To throw is Wentz. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Wentz now on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Let's go. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, 57.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Tyson.
Again, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Reed. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A second quarter score from Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 180!
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Switch it!
On 1st down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, check. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Wentz now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
Here's Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm going back to you.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Shoot! 54!
Watson just beating the play clock. That's complete. It's Bell. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Alfred Blue, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Let's 5-7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Check 24, check 24, check 99, check 99, check! Rip.
On first down, it's Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Now Wentz. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Blue. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 25 on second down, Watson, it's caught, Humphreys. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
74. Hey, orbit. 56.
To throw is Wentz. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Two jet.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Wentz to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They gonna need some therapy.
82.
Now Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 110. Check Mike 54.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third down, Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Panthers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in